Good morning, folks. A lot of stuff going on. I mean, the Civil War is literally underway. I mean, if you want to talk about the Civil War, literally every state that was in the Confederacy is getting into this. They have literally entered and followed suit of Texas, ensuing Pennsylvania, Georgia, Wisconsin, and what's the other state? And Michigan. 3 Union states and 1 former Confederate state. How weird is that? And now, these states have entered the battle. Alabama, Florida, South Carolina, Missouri has entered. Mississippi, Louisiana, Tennessee. And then you go out west, states who were never in the Union, who weren't even a Confederate states. Arizona. And South Dakota. And then you got a state that was neutral during the Civil War, Kentucky. First it declared neutrality, but then it supported slavery, but yet it was a neutral state. But then it kind of also was a Union state. It had a lot of states. It also was a Union state. It remained in the Union, but yet it supported slavery. So it was kind of on the borderline of being a seceding from the Union, but yet it still supported slavery, which is kind of weird. But on the flip side of that, literally all the Confederate states are in this right now. They're all united right now, except for Georgia. Now, Arizona, it wasn't even in, but it's pretty much all sided with all the former Confederate states. And Texas is also in this. It's also a former Confederate state. Literally, they're all in this together, which is so weird. But no other... And yet, the weird thing about it, literally all those other states except for Arizona are conservative states. Weird, isn't it? But on the flip side of that, the Confederate states are battling, are literally at war, and are going to battle this to the very end. And literally, I see this going all the way. I see them winning this in the Supreme Court. If more states come, if all the 25 states that Donald Trump wins, gets into the mix, ends up following suit, I would not be surprised if Donald Trump ends up winning all this. You can also add Arkansas to that. I forgot about Arkansas, excuse me. Really, all the states entered. All the former Confederate states have entered this. But they're still Union states. They haven't seceded from the Union. That also goes with Florida. I mean, it's kind of weird how this all works. Except for North Carolina. I haven't heard about North Carolina entering the war. But I wouldn't be surprised if they follow suit pretty soon. But as if we say, this war is about to get very interesting if it continues. I mean, Georgia, they pretty much all filed suits along with all of them. Now, the question is, it's kind of weird that a liberal state would follow suit, but then again, it's all controlled by Republicans. So obviously, Republican-held Senate wouldn't. It's a contested state, so obviously a contested state would follow suit. And when you have a contested state, that's normally how it works. So with that being said, that's where the challenge begins. All they have to do is follow suit with the same thing. And the Supreme Court, on a vote of 6-3, agreed to hear the suits. So, this is going to be a very interesting battle. Agreed to hear the suit from Texas. So I wouldn't be surprised if they follow suit with all the other lawsuits. I mean, if it continues down that path, oh boy. The war is on. It's just an invisible battle. No one's fixing bayonets. No one's getting ready for a bayonet charge. No one's getting ready to shoot each other. Thank the Lord. But something tells me Donald Trump will still be your president after this is all said and done. I mean, we got to look at the big picture. Yeah, we can keep on telling yourselves, for those who are in denial, that he won't win. But the thing that was denied by the Supreme Court was a small... It was that he wasn't denied the full thing. He wasn't denied... All he was denied was emergency injunction to declare everything what it was. So, that's how it was, to declare certification of the whole entire state. However, Arizona is trying to do a decertification. That's why they're a contested state. But Pennsylvania is sort of on the edge of being... is already a contested state, but even though it's going to get very interesting here. It's going to get very interesting. Well, I got things I got to do. I got more research I have to do on this. And I got to look into the Kraken. I'll talk about the Kraken probably later on. That's how this will be. So, with that said, I'm out of here. Peace.